This view hasn't changed at all, has it? The hometown in your memories never changes, but when you return to your senses, you realize that fate has already stolen the time away. Welcome to the Trail of Genesis, friend. Me too. 30 million departures. 30 million farewells. Those heavy memories will all become the soil upon which the new world shall bud. And this time, we will make it bloom with a different flower. Before you arrived, I kept wondering, beyond the veil of Ide Silicii, what kind of Amphorius is being born? I can see fragments of it when I close my eyes. The friends who walked alongside us have all moved on toward their respective destinies. Some turning into pillars of the world, supporting the sky and the ocean. Others sowing reason, laying down the law, and with gentle hands lifting newborns into the light. Death and strife are no longer feared by people, and trickery has become the innocent games of children. All beings living ordinary and peaceful lives, within the net woven by romance and passage. There's no black tide, no flame chase, and no destruction. The world on the other side of the sea is one. Like a happy and carefree childhood, the era Chrysia in this cycle will last for millennia, until it reaches the Light Calendar 4931, Month of Freedom, the moment belonging to World-bearing. Are you ready to answer the call of the world, friend? Then go, and pen the Throne of Worlds' first stroke.
You say that, but it's gonna be ages till we reach Light Calendar 4931. I can make use of the crevices of time. But surely you and Dan Heng won't have to wait around for a few thousand years, right?
That won't be necessary. We can simply sleep, and the chronocognitive anchor will wake us up.
That's right. We've both become a part of the new world. Just waiting for you now.
Our consciousnesses can converse with each other across the heavens and the earth. Possibly due to the influence of the Trailblaze, I am now connected with this earth. And I can feel the breath of every mountain range. I see that the tallest among them is named Akama. And the form of the holy city is already taking shape.
In other words, your stage is almost set. Do you want to take a leaf out of Kefali's book and make some prophecies before your nap?
But we're not the only ones who have changed. The chronocognitive anchor just transmitted a message stating that Iron Tomb has reacted to the Era Nova.
The moment when our friend bore the weight of 30 million cycles of memories.
Was probably also when the scepter devoured 30 million cycles of destruction.
You know, you don't have to shoulder this world all on your own. After someone boards the Express, the word alone ceases to exist. So as we reach the end of time, no one will be left to face it alone. Dan Heng and I came here to specifically tell you that.
Remember, this world is not a burden you bear alone. It's a journey we trailblaze together, alongside all of the Express.
There'll be plenty of time for you to show off in the future.
She meant to say that a hero only turns up at the most pivotal moment.
All right. It's time for Dan Heng and me to go have a super long nap.
The road ahead is long, but we'll be waiting for you at the end.
We'll definitely meet again.
Let's take one more look at the other side of the sea. Heidi Zelizii is so quiet.
Just like how I remember.
Here we are once more. The scent of the black tide is now completely calm. At last, the starting point of 30 million cycles has finally welcomed.
Its first end, and the final end, right? I can't. Flowers there that bloom for him. Feinen is the only one who didn't reach the new world. Look, the golden light that shone upon the grove still meanders between heaven and earth, like the prophecies of Amphorius. It has to be a sign he left behind. It points towards the destruction and the deepest night. Do you still remember what I asked you at this exact spot? Friend, are you ready to become a hero? You were still burdened by the weight of world-bearing back then. Still unsure of the role you were meant to play. But now, everyone has already given you the answer. The heroes of Legends were just at the right place at the right time when the world needed a hero. Just like how your arrival kickstarted Amphorius' fate once more. A person's personality is their destiny. We best. Those are such beautiful words. Thank you, friend. I was also trying to cheer myself up with what I said. After all, before we truly compose the end of this story, I must also pluck up the courage to head off with you. And face a memory that I have forgotten for too long. And have denied for too long.
It's so...
The great tomb of the Nameless Titan. The deepest recesses of... Also, the place where Cyrene was born. My apologies, friend. The more memories I got back along, there's a sort of anxiety I can't get rid of. It's like when I was back in Heidi Zelizii, when the reflections in the water always made me wonder, which is the real me? The one reflected in the water, or the one standing on the shore? But I finally get it now. Look, friend. The words on that wall are the answer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. That rhymeless tune is the lullaby of little fairies. As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memory. I've always thought that I was the narrator of the Flame Chase journey, but as it turns out, is also the most devoted audience. At the moment of Aranova, I was enveloped by the texture of memories. Within the glistening crystal, I saw as well as countless versions of me. This is the final puzzle piece of the memories. A prison born of the erudition. A grave annihilated in the destruction. That unknown solitary god. The 13th Titan who should not exist. The first new spore. The Demiurge is right here.
The interrogation records have been submitted to the Marshal. According to the Ten Lords' decree, Jing Liu and Luocha shall continue to be detained in the Shuling. But you, Merlin's Claw, have been reluctant to end the transmission. Do you wish to reminisce with us? Or is there something else on your mind that you're just desperate?
You're quite calm, Jingyuan. The Alliance only authorized the Law Food to be deployed for this Iron Tomb operation. They say the Seer Strategist's wisdom shines like a beacon. So why can't you see things clearly now? Look who's talking. I didn't vote against it, did I? But, with enemies all around us, even a child knows the Marshal needs to keep a few Xianzhou ships in reserve. Whoever volunteers first is the Marshal's pick. If you have to ask, I'd say this outcome plays right into Jing. Like it or not, there's no way we're letting the Law Food take the lead in this battle.
Oh my, Merlin's Claw. Are you afraid the Law Fu might steal the Yao Qing's glory?
This is no laughing matter. Between the Stellaron crisis and the War Dance ceremony, though the chaos has settled, rumors and speculation are only growing by the day. With Elder Huaiyan around, those with ulterior motives won't be able to stir up any trouble. But once the Law Fu gets their hands on the Golden Blood, it'll be a whole different story. With the kind of person Jing Liu is, and her connection to you, I don't need to spell it out. There are countless ways this could be spun into something bigger.
You're overthinking it, General Fei Shao. When I volunteered for this task, I never expected unanimous. The Law Fu will seize the Golden Blood and redeem itself. That'll be our first win. Then we'll leverage this Golden Blood in the negotiations. Our second win. These two wins for the Law Fu will make all three of us happy. Look, if this were a Skyfaring Commission deal, we'd be rolling in money, wouldn't we?
Maybe the Divine Foresight should change his name to the Optimistic Foresight instead?
With the Decalite Reflection Barrier, the Yuchuan must understand even more than the Law Fu how significant this battle is. Amphorius' karma has vanished from the matrix of prescience. What omen does General Yao Guang see in this anomaly?
In divination studies, we call this an empty fortune. It involves the eons and is thus beyond what mere mortals can comprehend.
Your explanation isn't any clearer than Lady Fu's.
Come on. How hard is it to understand the word uncertainty? For the Cobalt Head, the emergence of Iron Tomb is a calculated instant, but I don't believe they will just sit around waiting. And for the powers of the cosmos, this is a glimmer of hope for them. The Astral Express is leading the formation of an allied force, but I can see each faction has its own hidden agenda. There are even divisions within the Alliance, so it's not that hard to imagine how the other factions will. Jingyuan, I crossed paths with Selenova's Legion at the Battle of Sedunirama Star Cluster. Be extremely careful. The Ruined Legion's troops and weaponry are nothing to write home about. The IPC, even the denizens of Abundance, could take them on. However, while Void Rangers are just expendable pawns of the destruction, Indeed. Nanook's emanators are also their weapons to burn down the paths. I'm afraid conventional military tactics and strategies will be used. My assessment is this. To completely take down a Ravager, we must disregard casualties and spare no cost. One wrong move, and the Law Fu will fall into Fintilia's trap again.
Doubt is exactly the demon she wants to plant in our heart. Do you still remember the beginning of the Alliance Oath? To save future generations from war, the Rainbow's arrows have always aimed at any force that threatens the cosmos. Now that the Trailblaze walks alongside us, The Cloud Knights shall keep their oath as they have. I just hope those on the front line.
The chronocognitive anchor is sending a signal. Everyone, time to move out.
Did she and the others make it?
Let me go over the plan one more time, just in case. You'll enter Amphorius, reunite with your 3 separated companions, and try to locate Iron Tomb from within the world. Who are you taking with you?
The fate of the universe hangs in the balance. We can't afford any slip-ups.
We do need to be prepared for all possible contingencies.
I'll do whatever I can.
Meanwhile, Screwy and I will continue attacking the Demiurge Matrix. That is, the Scepter's kernel, from the outside. With our 2-pronged attack, we'll turn this hunk of metal into scrap for sure. Now we just wait for those 2 to get back. Oh, and just like that...
Sorry to keep you waiting. With Planet Screwlum's help, the formation of the Cosmic Alliance to counter Iron Tomb is progressing smoothly.
The Cosmos has set its sights on Amphorius, and now it's just waiting for...
Well then, let's not waste any more time, Fourth Mirror.
It's my time to shine! Finally, initiating thought refraction. Please read the safety protocols carefully.
Huh?
Just kidding! I've already checked the agreement box for everyone. And now, 3, 2...
The flow of Memoria is so heavy here, unlike Penacony's dreamscape. This place has built up a true epic measured in millennia.
The vortex of Genesis, where all myths begin and end. The infinite cycles have been broken.
Let's set up the Trailblaze beacon and establish contact with the outside.
I'll leave it to you then. It'd be better for me to not show myself in front of the Garden of Recollection. And, Mr. Sunday, you
Agreed.
The Astral Express has landed. If you receive this message...
This is the Xianzhou Alliance. Communications normal.
Interastral Peace Corporation. Communications normal. No response from the Galaxy Rangers. Not surprising. But I didn't expect the family to also stay silent at such a critical moment.
That's a pretty blatant disregard from the family for Penacony's independent director, I'd say. Long time no see, Miss Himiko.
It's been quite a while, Madam Jade.
The significance of this battle rivals that of the campaign against Sulo. Only through victory can we disperse the shadow of Iron Tomb that looms. The 10 Stonehearts shall spare no effort for such a grand mission for the preservation.
Madam Jade led the Intelligentsia Guild in conducting specialized research on Iron Tomb. The bad news is, the collapse of the Erudition won't just affect inorganic beings.
You mean Iron Tomb can infect organic life, too?
Well, the good news is, so far, its effects on organic life are under control. The infection progresses slowly, and the resulting neuropathy is non-fatal. In any case, the IPC can guarantee targeted vaccine coverage within 48 system hours in all star zones.
What about other star zones? At a time like this, are the followers of the Firmament Arbiters still trying to make a profit?
I remember you, Master Diviner. Your performance during the Third Denizens of Abundance War was quite impressive. Please rest assured, all worlds can purchase vaccines from the IPC with a humanitarian discount. That's the current policy at the very least. But if the Xianzhou Alliance is willing to assist with the IPC's assets,
it makes sense, since Interastral Peace Entertainment's headquarters is in Epsilon. But why are all the places that the Elation has visited?
Think of it as a long-term investment. Please understand that everyone at Pierpoint is swamped with Iron Tomb work, especially the Marketing Development Department. At this rate, even having some assistance from the Alliance would surely benefit the entire Cosmos.
As an old Xianzhou saying goes, those who succeed should help all under heaven. Your proposal must be decided on by the 7 Arbiter Generals. In times of crisis, the Luofu will not hesitate to help those in need. However, The prerequisite is that the IPC must unconditionally assist the Alliance with emergency rescue operations. And
Of course. In the name of preservation, all for the Amber Lord.
Thank you all for your selfless dedication.
It's clear that each party still has qualms about everything.
The clash between destruction and erudition isn't just about the fate of the cosmos. It's a moment for all factions.
You can never be too careful when battling a Lord Ravager. All are equal in matters of life and death.
In any case, we can only hope for the best in all that's to come. It's about time we dive into the Vortex and see what Amphorius looks like on the inside. I wonder where she and the others are right now.
Hello? How's the signal?
We're through!
Miss Bronya? Miss Serval?
We've already heard from Miss Topaz about the Iron Tomb operation. I can't believe the Express crew is at the eye of that storm.
Don't worry, we're still following the plan step by step.
Urillo 6 is located on the outskirts of the preservation barricade. While it won't bear the brunt of the first wave, there's still—
That kid Japard and Pela are busy organizing the Silvermane guards, having them consolidate their lines and dig trenches. Zila and Lynx just got back from the Geomarrow vein production chain. Hey, do you want to say something to them?
That would be unnecessary. It'll only shake their morale.
Miss Bronya, I'm afraid this disaster will be far more terrible than you can imagine. Please, be sure to follow Miss Topaz.
Of course. We have resealed most of the engine of creation beneath the ice to prevent the will of the preservation from becoming an accomplice to the destruction.
Don't worry, Miss Himiko. Belobog is far more resilient than we imagined.
We really wish we could help. But you're the Astral Express, standing at the forefront of disaster, is the hope for many ordinary civilizations.
In the face of a massive catastrophe like this one, relatively smaller civilization. But that's
if anything goes wrong, Miss Topaz, I hope you can help out and rescue the affected citizens.
No problem. Also, didn't the Xianzhou sign a friendship agreement with Urillo 6 earlier? They won't stand by idly either.
I appreciate your kindness, everyone. But Urillo 6 is our home. We will defend it to our last breath until the last Belobogian fall.
Miss Bronya. May all civilizations that have made it this far on their own strength words cannot express our gratitude.
The Luofu already considers the Express an important ally. We also have no intention of hiding the fact that there is indeed something the Xianzhou seeks from. But this time, the Marshal herself decided to send out troops. With a formidable enemy before us, the Alliance has no reason to back down. Nor will we if we can stand together with civilizations across the universe to overcome this crisis.
The Alliance truly embodies the principle of righteousness. It's fortunate that the cosmos has great heroes.
You're too kind. As for that Jade Abacus of Allying Oath, you can save it for when you're in more dire.
I regret to inform you, Miss Himiko, that even the Strategic Investment Department is constrained when it comes to the Iron Tomb issue. And it would be difficult. However, Madam Jade instructed us to look after our nameless friends as much as possible. So let me all other departments at the IPC might also take this opportunity to extend an olive branch when that time comes. I hope the Astral Express will remember that the 10 Stonehearts were willing to stand with the Trailblaze, even though we were in a difficult position. And more importantly, we were the only ones willing to do so. Sounds like a threat, doesn't it? But trust me.
Has the internal conflict within the IPC really gotten this?
Everyone knows about the bad blood between Diamond and Oswaldo. But at least until now, they've had an uneasy until the Lord Ravager Archforger caught the board's attention. I'll leave it at that, as it's confidential information.
I understand. Our immediate priority is to address the Iron Tomb crisis. Of course, we would never...
Miss Himeko.
Yes?
Yes. I apologize for not being able to respond during the meeting earlier. On behalf of the Penaconian family branch, I extend my sincerest apologies.
I've heard about the internal conflicts within the family. Miss Robin, there's no need to apologize.
Thank you for understanding. The good news is, since you're one of the shareholders of Penacony, the family heads have agreed to allow me to lead all Asdanian tuners to the front line. My charitable foundation will also do as much as possible to provide support in this battle. They'll ensure that proper arrangements are provided for those wounded on the front lines, and for residents in affected areas.
Miss Robin, I'm beyond moved by your spirit of self-sacrifice. The Astral Express would also like to make a promise.
Why?
Everything in Akama seems normal. The new world...
It seems it was even more recent than not long.
The fruit on the table is freshly cut, and the bath temperature is just right. It's as if everyone vanished.
Could this be?
Unlikely. He's still under the... Could it be some kind of local
A custom. That makes... Pardon my frankness, Mr. Yang, but this reminds me of some unsettling rumors about the Harmony.
Is often the prelude to divine intervention.
Everyone, be careful.
Here they come. Here they come.
Evernight.
We are the Chroniclers of Time. Finally, the last era Nova has been...
What did you do to the residents of the Holy City?
I didn't need to do anything. The Remember now, they are no longer the Trailblazers you once knew. The 12 Titans who got...
Stop fooling around, March.
What? I practiced so long for this. Getting seen through right away is just so
You've obviously been learning from the theatrical culture in Amphoria.
But if possible, I'd prefer our reunion to be a bit...
as expected. I can't, well, long time...
We should be the ones to say that. Sorry. So, these jellyfish are the Titan's power?
They're just tiny manifestations of the Veil of Evernight, used for scouting and communication. If I went all out, I could summon way more of them. Thanks to her, we all turned into Titans in the New World. Sure, we can take on humanoid forms, but it feels off.
How intriguing.
It can't...
Please don't add weird stuff to Amphorius's lore. Just go see it with your own eyes. She looks way more majestic now.
Unbelievable. All the residents of the Holy City have gathered here.
This isn't just a gathering. It's a pilgrimage.
That colossal deity is her. She has become the pillar of the world.
Surprisingly authentic. Being this serious is quite unlike her.
Those people didn't disappear. Instead, they've answered the call of the prophecy. Our good buddy now bears the weight of the entire world. And every breath they take is intertwined with
Awakening? Has she...
Yeah. After all, with such a huge time dilation between inside and outside the scepter, this was the only way we could wait for if time watches over yesterday. Earth guards today. And when the Trailblaze steps into Amphorius once more, the slumbering deliverer shall and then bring the prophecy of tomorrow. Come on, everyone. Let's get watch how the world-bearing prophecy change.
It seems the kids are already miles ahead of us at this.
All the more reason we can't afford to slow down our pace. Let's go.
Majestic. Speaking of which, I once caught a glimpse in Sleepyhead's memory of her transformed into a towering Tathalov. Could it be?
No way. That was just a nice dreamscape. Ugh, at least nice for her.
If they are the throne of worlds who bears the weight of this world, perhaps they could guide a traveler still wandering among the stars.
Hey, since when did you get all pious? Her advice sounds pretty silly sometimes, you know.
The so-called fool and the world are merely a step apart.
Teaching us to fight.
Citizens, behold! Our last Titan, the world-bearing deliverer, is about to awaken! Oh, ancient god, your loyal subjects, bewildered followers, and fearless comrades in arms have all knelt before your throne. Awaken from your eternal slumber and bestow upon the world your divine prophecy!
Please guide us! Show us how to embrace this beloved world as we welcome that distant dawn!
To walk the path of a mortal as a god.
She will give us the answer.
But I am not the rather, I am the Nameless.
That voice is definitely...
I heard the core flames flickered and dimmed. So flow, golden blood. I'll bestow it upon you. Return, stand with me, and become...
Is this?
Yes. It's the miracle she brought. Of course, it would manifest in the form of the Trailblaze.
Golden blood, raining down like a storm. The prophecy has descended, and the Titan commands us not to be supplicants,
but to become heroes of rebellion. To face that destined calamity, the destruction, head on.
The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. It someone like...
In the name of Kozlana, let us depart and march towards the light.
It's neither protection nor salvation. There's no need for totems or myths. Humanity's most primal faith.
Let's go, everyone. Someone is explore, understand. Together, let us blaze a trail for the destiny.
Is it just me, or does this Demiurge Matrix feel completely dead? It's nothing like how the Memo Keeper described it.
The environmental readings are all wrong. Conclusion. This must be what the kernel actually looks like in the real...
What did Xandar do to the scepter?
At the end of light, there must be silence. Certain...
Not the time to quote the Lord of Silence. Bad omen, until we uncover the truth behind the 13th Titan.
The buried past is the key to stopping Iron Tomb. That is...
Xandar says the Demiurge never existed. Who actually buys that? You can erase the records. It vanished too cleanly. No traces. Like someone's yelling, look, there's nothing here. Too bad I'm the type who can't resist digging deeper. Looks like I'll be counting on you again, Screwy. Let's tear the system in...
Always happy to help. But as your academic partner, Herta, what if... Let's say the Demiurge really doesn't exist.
The backup plan? Of course, we turn the lock into the key.
That plan's cost is incalculable. It should...
Then let's hope we never have to use it. There's no point worrying about the end just yet. One step at a time. Let's go. We don't want to... You brought what I asked for, right?
A butterfly has to land on the branch before it can dance. We'll need a wide open platform before her entrance.
Just use that thing over there, Zag. What a dumb name. I hereby rename it Herta's Big Hand. Herta's Big Hand is what I call power. Keep it going. Still not done? What is this? Finally. All set. Time for your precious treasure to make its debut.
Of course. Just give me a second. Target initialized. With these wings, hacking should be much more efficient.
Oh, a classic nuclear heat engine. Classy, Chuck.
Just a personal preference. Her name's Mistletoe.
Every flower in your garden's got a bit of poison. It reminds me of the last time when we tangled with that Punklorian brat. What did she call this kind of infiltration tool again? Right. Dirty data shell. Your rap of yours is way too clean. Not even a...
Herta, your tone is unusually... Suggestion. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
I thought we were done with that conversation.
Unfortunately, current conditions won't let me ignore any variables. Especially the most important one. Iron Tomb never stops. It is evolving faster than any of our worst projections. Every instant in the Eon's calculation is like a sword hanging over the cosmos. Every move humanity makes...
Which is exactly why we can't mess this up. And now, Droidhead wants to hand down judgment to the poor cosmos again. Border Star Trade War, Emperor's War, Rupert's death. Every time their instant arrived, it meant another bloodbath for humanity.
But in this ultimate battle of erudition, you and I are supposed to be players. If you choose to burn yourself out as a resource, then everything we've worked for... Herta, the cosmos won't just stand by and let a genius throw their life away. And neither will I.
No need to kill the mood. This is why we're here, isn't it? We need to find the Demiurge and that lost key. I'm not here to be a deliverer. I just want to beat Xandar and Droidhead. Right now, I just need to know. Are you with me?
Of course. Time to board.
Let's tidy this place up and see what this Demiurge